Hi everyone, welcome to our Autumn Equinox Yoga Flow. So today we're going to be doing some balance poses to find some balance in our lives. We're going to be doing some forward folds so that we can tune in with ourselves. We're going to be doing a few hip openers just to bring some openness so that we can be open to new things, and then a bit of restorative just to reflect on ourselves this year and what we need to do to go forward. So let's get started. Hi guys, so with our practice today you might want some blocks, so if you do have any blocks handy, just grab a block, probably only need one. If you don't have any, then don't worry. You don't necessarily need them, but they just might help with your practice and your poses. So if you do have one, just place it to the side for now and we can use it in a little bit. So I'm just going to come to a comfortable cross-legged position. You can sit yourself up on a pillow if that feels more comfortable. Sometimes it's better to raise the hips up. And we're going to put the hands on our knees and we're just going to close down the eyes. And we're just going to start focusing in on ourselves. Focusing in on our mat today. Just give yourself time to settle. And just start focusing on your breath. So try not to change your breath at all. Just listen in on it. Just feel it. Feel the chest rise and fall with every inhale and exhale. Feel the belly expand and draw back to the navel. Maybe notice your shoulders moving as you breathe. Soften the face and relax the body. And don't feel like you're stuck in this position. If you need to have a little wiggle about at any point, please do so. This is your practice. It's about you feeling comfortable. And we're just going to straighten the spine, lengthen the spine up. And we're just going to do a little breathing exercise. So just place a hand on your stomach. And with every inhale, I want you to feel your stomach expand. And every exhale, feel your belly button draw to your spine. So inhale, it expands. Exhale, it draws in. So deepening your breaths with this one. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw in. And then just place your other hand underneath your ribs. And now when you inhale, I want you to feel it going into your stomach and then into your ribs. And then as you exhale, exhale your ribs, then exhale your stomach. So don't feel like you have to go along with me. Just stick to your own natural breath with this. So inhale, belly and ribs. Exhale, ribs, then belly. So just bringing some awareness to our body with our breath. And then just move your top hand further up so it's just over your heart. And now with every inhale, we're going to inhale to the belly, the ribs, then the chest. And then again, exhale. Chest, ribs, belly. So inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Feel the openness. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. So you might not feel a big movement with this. Just keep going with that breath. But you should feel the kind of the wave in your body as you're inhaling and exhaling. So we're just learning to really deepen the breath here using all the parts we should, the belly, the ribs, the chest. Just awakening the center. And just take one more here, belly, ribs, chest. And exhale, chest, ribs, belly. And then hands on knees, just come back to your natural breath. And we're going to start our practice. So we're going to come over onto all fours. So just come over however you want to. Hips above knees, shoulders above hands. Spread the fingers of your hands. Make sure your knees are hips distance apart. We're going to do some cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, we're going to bend the elbows and kind of bring the chest forward. So you're not looking up, you're just looking ahead of you. Exhale, arch the back, belly button to spine, and you tuck your chin slightly. Inhale, relax the belly down, chest comes forward. Exhale, belly button to spine, drop the chin. So we're trying, just keep going with this breath, with your own natural breath, your own speed. And as we move through here, we're trying to keep the legs and the arms in the same place. And just move the spine and the head. You'll notice that your head will naturally follow the spine. Trying to keep the shoulders away from the ears. So it's kind of like you're pushing the floor away. And then just come to a natural spine, neutral spine position. We're going to bring the hands out a little bit further than the shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes. And then we're going to hover the knees off of the floor. Push your belly to your thighs. And then push your bum up to the sky. And then lengthen one leg. And then lengthen the other. So with your downward facing dog, you always want to be trying to lengthen out the spine. You don't want to be arching your spine. So if that means you have to keep your knees bent quite a bit, then just keep your knees bent. If you bicycle out your legs, it will just stretch out your hamstrings, your calves. And you might find downward dog a little bit easier. So we're just all going to bend our knees now, look towards the top of the mat, and then just step to the top of the mat. We're going to have a slight bend in the knees, relax the neck. And we're going to roll up slowly so that we're standing at the top of our mat. When you reach the top, just roll your shoulders back, drop your shoulder blades down your back, and you'll find yourself in Tadasana pose. So I'm going to inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, so you're hinging from your hips, slight bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift, you lengthen the spine, your hands can come up your legs. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees slightly. Right foot comes back and drop the knee. So you're in a low lunge. Lengthen through your spine. So try to keep your fingertips on the floor. Maybe if you can't reach the floor or it just doesn't feel very comfortable, you can come up onto your knee. Wherever you are, make sure you've got length through the spine. Plant the hands, left foot comes back to meet the right, so you're on your knees. You're going to lean forward slightly over your hands, lower your chest to the ground, and then slide through so you're in a baby cobra. So baby cobra, your pelvis is still on the floor, elbows are tucked in to your waist. Tuck the toes, push back onto your knees, and come back into a downward facing dog. Don't forget you can bicycle out the legs here if you need to. And coming onto the fingertips of the right hand, the right foot is going to come forward in between the hands, lower the knee of the left foot. So now you're in a low lunge on the other side. Lengthen through the spine. If you came up on the other side, then feel free to come up again on this side. We're going to tuck the toes of the left foot and we're going to rock it up to meet the right at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward slightly. Exhale, forward bend, bend the knees. Sweep the arms all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time, left leg comes back. I'm going to keep the leg up this time, so we're not going to drop to our knees. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to wiggle the right foot to the edge of our mat and place the hands on the inside, so we come into our lizard pose. So if this feels a bit too much, you can grab your blocks and come up a little bit higher, or you can even drop the knee. Do what feels right for your body. And just hold it here. Again, don't feel like you're stuck. So if you feel like you need to have a little wiggle, then have a wiggle. Just make sure that you are not feeling any pain. If you're feeling any pain or twinges, then loosen up out of it. And then right foot comes back to meet the left. Drop the knees, drop the chest, come forward into your cobra. Tuck the toes, push back onto your knees, and then push back into your downward facing dog. So again, you can bicycle out the legs here. Then coming onto the fingertips of the left hand. Left foot comes forward. And you do the same as on the other side. So you're going to wiggle your foot out to the side. And then you can plant the hands on the inside so that you're in your lizard pose. Lengthen through the spine. If you need to use the blocks, use the blocks. That being said, if you're also really flexible, you can come down onto the forearms. And again, just have a little wiggle here. Don't feel like you have to be stuck. It's quite an intense hip opener or hip stretch. And at any time, if you do need to rest, just drop into child's pose. And then we're going to place the left hand on the outer side of the left foot. Wiggle your foot back in. Come onto your fingertips and the toes of your right foot. Rock it up forward to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. You rise up your legs. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. Hands to heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot comes back. And this time we're going to rise up into a high lunge. So on your left foot, make sure that your knee is over your ankle. Find your balance. So you hug in that midline. When you feel the balance, you can rise up into your high lunge. If you feel comfortable here, you can take your arms up above head. Just make sure that your shoulders have dropped behind your back so your shoulders aren't up by your ears. Find that steady gazing point in front. And lower the hands back down to the floor. Left foot comes back. Drop the knees, drop the chest, rolling through into cobra. You can take a higher cobra here if you want to. Push back onto your knees, push back onto your toes so that you're back in your downward facing dog. Fingertips of right hand, right foot comes forward, again into the higher lunge. So find your balance first. Hug in the midline. So it's kind of like you've got a block in between your thighs and you're hugging your thighs together. It gives you that stability before you rise up. Remember to breathe. Remember, this practice is all about focusing in on you. Listen to your body. Lower the hands. Left foot rocks up to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep the arms all the way up. Hands to heart. Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time the left foot goes back. Find that balance. Find the grounding down through your feet. When you feel ready, rise up. Hands to hips. And this time we're going to hop to the front of our mat, but we're going to keep the left foot off the floor. So we're just going to find some balance on that right foot. So we're going to come forward. So we're in our warrior three. Hands still on hips. When you feel ready, place the hand either onto the floor or, if you need to, onto a block. So it's a couple of inches in front of us, a couple of feet I should say. And then if you feel ready, you can open up the hip to the side, hand can come up. If you feel more comfortable, the hand can stay on the hip. Rise up that back leg. If you fall out of this pose, don't worry, just come straight back into it or come back into your lunge. And then we're going to turn back down so the hips are parallel to the mat again. Hands to hips. And we're going to drop back into that high lunge. So it's quite a little bit of balance there. So if you didn't get it, don't worry. We're going to do the same on the other side now. So if you do have a block and you want to move it to the other side to prepare, then do so now. We're going to bring the hands to the floor. Right leg's going to come back. We're going to drop the knees, drop the chest, come through into our cobra. Push back to our knees, tuck the toes, push back into our downward facing dog. And again, don't ever feel stuck. If you need to have a wiggle, have a wiggle. Fingertips of the left hand, left foot comes through. Find that balance, find that stability. When you feel ready, rise up. Lengthen through the spine. And then hands to hips. Again, we're just going to rock up into our warrior three. So when you found your balance, find a steady gazing point in front of you. And just come up and lean into that warrior three. So your right leg is coming up behind you. You're looking down onto the floor, lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the foot. Left hand can now come to the block, which is a few feet in front of you. If you want, you can open up to the side. You can look wherever feels comfortable. And again, don't forget to listen to your body. Everybody has different sides to their body. When you're ready, drop back into your high lunge. So if you want to stay in that position longer, you can. I am listening to my body, and my hips are different on both sides, like most people's. That's like, to me, if I hold it for longer, I end up getting cramp. It's not good. If you end up getting cramp or pins and needles, come out of a pose. Listen to your body. Hands to the mat. Rock the right leg up to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're just going to grab the opposite elbows. Bend the knees slightly. And we're just going to hang here. Maybe rock side to side. Just coming back to our breath. And then fingertips to mat. I'm going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Take the feet back. We're going to drop the knees quite wide, so probably as wide as the mat. Toes together. And we're going to come into our child's pose. So head to the mat here. Hands come out stretched in front of you. And you are relaxing your whole body, your whole upper body in this position.
And as you're here, just feel the rise of the back of your chest. A lot of the time we focus so much on the front and heart openers that we forget about the back body, which is, I was going to say just as important, but probably more important. So every inhale, just feel the back of your chest expand. And then feel yourself sinking deeper into the floor. And then very slowly, just walking your hands back up. And we're going to swing the feet out in front of us. So we're going to inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. So as you fold forward here, I want you to keep your spine nice and long. If you need to bend your legs, if you find forward folds quite a stretch, then bend your legs a little bit further so that you can reach forward. Always trying to think belly to thighs rather than head to knee. So flex your toes up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, see if you can sink a little bit deeper. And just do this throughout the whole thing. Maybe on every inhale, you sit up. Every exhale, you come forward. Remember, you're not stuck in this position. But every inhale, think lengthen. Every exhale, think fold. And listen to your body. Tune into your body right now. What is your body saying to you? And don't forget to let go of any disappointments, whether that be now in your practice. Maybe you're so far up that you're starting to get disappointed in yourself. Please don't. Everybody's body is made differently. Everybody moves differently. And with yoga, we are retraining our body to do what it did when we were younger, basically, what we did when we were babies. Throughout life, we redesign ourselves with sitting in chairs, sitting on sofas, looking at mobile phones. And then inhale, come up, and we're just going to come down onto our backs, and we're just going to take a few rolls with the knees here. So just rolling them in circles. And back the other way. Just feel that nice release on the lower back. So starting to feel the grounding into the floor now. I think we could all do with a bit of grounding every now and then. I'm going to lengthen out the left leg, hug the right knee in, and we're going to bring the right hand to a cactus shape up by our arms, up by our shoulders, and the right leg is going to come over the left side of the body. So just twist as far as you can, relaxed. So I don't want you to be forcing any of this. So I like to keep my left hand on my right knee, but I'm not putting any pressure on there. It's just kind of holding it in place so that I don't roll back up. But there's no pressure, and just relax your whole body. If you want to look over your right shoulder, you can do that. But again, just listen to your body. What is your body telling you to do right now? Don't forget to come back to your breath. If you ever feel your mind wandering, focus back in on your breath. And just bring the right leg back up. Lengthen it out. Just notice if you do feel a difference in your right and left side right now. Maybe your right leg feels a little bit longer. Bring your left knee in. Again, cactus shape with the left arm, or you can keep it out to a T if that feels comfortable. And then left leg rolling over to the right. Again, I'm not putting any pressure, I'm just holding it in place. And relax your whole body. Just feeling a nice little twist on the spine. Slowing down the breathing, we're starting to cool down now. And then bringing our left leg back to center. Lengthen out the left leg. Feet can flop open, hands come to the side, palms face up. Getting ready for our final resting pose in Shavasana, so just take any little wiggles or movements that you need to here to get yourself comfortable. If you do want a blanket or something to put over you, then do so. You can find that you can cool down pretty quick in Shavasana. And then take a big inhale in and open your mouth and sigh it out. Just let it all go. Inhale, breathe in. Open your mouth. Sigh it all out. And then just come back to your natural breath. We're going to just relax the whole body. Hopefully feeling a little bit more centered. A little bit more grounded and balanced. So we're just going to relax the feet, relax the lower legs, relax the knees and the upper legs. Relax the hips, relax the belly, relax the shoulders and the chest, relax the arms, relax the hands and the fingers, relax your jaw. Soften the eyes and soften the forehead. Just feel your whole body relax and just let the grounder hold you for a moment. Focus on your breath. If you feel your mind start to wander, bring it back to your breath. And don't forget, as we move into autumn, to reflect inwards. Listen to your heart, listen to your body. Be open to new things. Find balance, but also rest and restore when you can. when you feel ready, just wiggle your toes and your fingers. Shake your head from left to right. Lengthen your hands above your head. Take a nice big full body stretch. And roll over onto one side. Just take a moment here to reawaken in the body. And coming up into a seated position, you can try and keep the eyes closed if you can. Hands on knees again. Just take a few moments here, lengthen the spine. And slowly blink open the eyes. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, palms together, palms to chest, thumbs touch your heart center. Namaste.